Hello everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we'll follow Jack and Tu Tien as they return from their peaceful, Ha-Long trip to simple farm life with little Anna, until an ordinary day suddenly turns into a race to the hospital when Anna gets a high fever. If you enjoy this episode, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next videos. Morning light spills into the little house, like always, but everything feels slightly different after Ha-Long. The smell of sea salt still clings faintly to their clothes, and when Jack reaches for his phone, his lock screen shows Tu Tien and Anna at the water's edge, both laughing into the wind. He stares at it for a moment, hearing waves in his head, until a small voice drags him back.
Bah! Anna rolls across the bed and bumps into his ribs, patting his chest with both hands. On the other side, Tu Tien stretches, hair a mess, eyes softer than they've been in a long time. Back to work day, she sighs. Yeah, Jack says, kissing Anna's forehead. Vacation episode is over. New niche, Dad returns to the office. He dresses while Anna crawls after his feet like a determined little shadow. In the kitchen, the old rhythm returns. Porridge, boiled eggs, quick tea. Anna sits in her high chair, banging a spoon, while Jack scrolls through messages. Director Hugh messaged, he says. 9 a.m. meeting, site visit this afternoon. Go, Tu Tien nods. We'll be fine.
We survived the sea, we can handle one work day. Before he leaves, he kneels by Anna, who is trying to steal his keys. Listen, small boss, he tells her. Bar has to go build things again today. You stay here and help Mum, okay? Guard the chickens, chase the cat, don't eat dirt. She answers by stuffing her fist into her mouth and grinning. At the door, he kisses Tu Tien, lingering a second longer than usual. Call me if you need anything, he says. I know, she smiles. Just don't forget to come home. Jack rides into town between wet fields and low mist. At the office, the world shifts back to drawings and deadlines. In the meeting room, models of unfinished buildings sit on the table. Director Hugh, Luan, and a few staff members are already there. How was the trip? Hugh asks.
Ha-Long was beautiful, Jack answers. Anna tried to eat a seashell, that's her review. They laugh, then lean over folders, soil reports, cost sheets, supplier notes. Jack slides into his old groove, pointing at weak points, adjusting timelines. Side at 3, Luan suggests. I'll be there, Jack says. At home, a very different project is underway. Once Jack leaves, the house settles into its soft morning quiet. Birds chatter in the trees, the dogs stretch in the yard. Anna toddles after Tu Tien, tiny hand hooked into her mother's dress. Come on, partner, Tu Tien says. Bar builds houses, we build the day. Their first stop is the garden. The air smells of earth and green. Corn stands tall along the edge. Cassava plants line up behind it. Tu Tien spreads a woven mat near the rows and sets Anna on it. You stay here, she says. Mum will be right there. Anna lasts 10 seconds before deciding that sitting still is unacceptable. She pushes up on wobbly legs and starts stomping after her mother, sandals kicking dust. Hey, slow down, Tu Tien laughs, scooping her up with one arm and grabbing an empty basket with the other. Fine, you pick corn with me. She bends each stalk, snaps off ripe ears and drops them into the basket. Anna pats the husks, fascinated by the rough texture. This is corn, Tu Tien explains. Later we'll boil it. You like it, remember? When the basket is half full, they move to the cassava patch. The soil is drier here, roots hidden deep.
Tu Tien sets Anna back on the mat, hands her a wooden spoon and an old plastic bowl. "You cook dirt soup," she smiles. "Mum will dig." While Anna stirs imaginary stew, Tu Tien kneels and works the earth, loosening it around each plant before pulling up thick, white roots. Sweat beads on her forehead, but there's peace in the simple repetition. No alarms, no corridors, just soil, roots, and her daughter's spoon tapping plastic. Every few minutes, she glances back. Each time, Anna is still there, serious face, occasionally looking up to watch a hen wander past. "Don't feed them rocks," Tu Tien calls. By late morning, they head back with a basket full of corn and cassava. In the yard, the chickens gather, clucking. Anna toddles toward them, arms open. "Wait," Tu Tien says. She scoops a handful of grain from the barrel, pours it into Anna's tiny palm, and supports her hand from below. "Like this," she says. "We share." They stretch out their hands together. Grain falls in a small shower. The chickens rush in. Anna squeals, half excited, half startled, then leans forward to grab a tail. "Gentle!" Tu Tien laughs, pulling her back. "They're our friends, not toys." The dogs trot over, tails wagging. The cat watches from the wall. Anna weaves between them all like a small planet, drawn to whatever moves. Inside, the kitchen becomes their next job site. Tu Tien strips husks from the corn, revealing pale kernels. Anna sits on a low stool, banging 2 spoons together. A pot of water goes on the stove, corn waits on a tray, cassava is peeled and chopped. Today's menu, Tu Tien tells her tiny assistant, boiled corn, cassava with coconut, and maybe soup if the boss lets me stand still. Anna drops 1 spoon, claps the other, and shrieks. As the water heats, the house fills with the smell of corn and cassava. Outside, noon presses down. Inside, the kitchen stays shaded, filled with bubbling water and the tap of small feet on cool tiles as Anna explores under the table and around chair legs. Every so often she tugs at her mother's dress, arms raised. Without breaking rhythm, Tu Tien lifts her onto one hip and stirs the pot with the other hand. She hums a lullaby Jack once sang in a hospital room. Now, in the bright kitchen, it feels like a song of quiet victory. By midday, the corn cools in a basket. Cassava rests in a bowl waiting for coconut and sugar. Anna gnaws on a soft strip of corn under her mother's watchful eye, face serious as she decides if this batch is good enough. "You approve?" Tu Tien asks. Anna nods so hard kernels stick to her cheeks. At that moment, across town, Jack steps out of a pickup at the construction site, hard hat on, drawings in hand. He walks between half-built walls, checking columns, quizzing foremen, completely focused on concrete and steel. He has no idea that back home, under the shade of their old tree and inside the warm kitchen, his wife and daughter are busy building a different kind of day. One chore, one shared giggle, one small memory at a time. The house grows sleepy after lunch. Steam from the cassava and corn has faded into a gentle, sweet smell drifting through the kitchen. Outside, the sun hangs heavy over the yard. Even the dogs flop under the tree, tongues out. Inside, Anna fights her nap like always. She rubs her eyes, shakes her head, clings to Tu Tien's shirt, then finally, grudgingly, gives in. "Come on, boss," Tu Tien whispers, carrying her into the bedroom. "We've picked corn, fed chickens, inspected the kitchen. Time to recharge." She lays Anna between the pillows, pats her chest in a slow rhythm and hums softly. Anna's lashes flutter, fingers curl, and within minutes, she's gone. Mouth slightly open in that deep, baby sleep that makes the whole house feel calmer. Tu Tien lies beside her for a while, staring at the ceiling, thinking of waves, limestone peaks, and the way Jack had looked so light on that boat. "Work again today," she murmurs. But at least he smiled like before. When Anna wakes, the light has shifted, gentler now. They head back outside with a small basket of laundry, jeans, tiny shirts, pastel socks, Jack's work clothes. It all smells a little like Ha Long mixed with home. Anna insists on helping. She grabs a damp t-shirt and drags it through the dust before handing it up proudly. "Thank you, Inspector." Tu Tien sighs, shaking off the dirt and pinning it anyway. "If you wrinkle everything, your bar will think I don't do anything all day." In the corner of the yard, Vang the dog stretches and pads over, tail wagging. Miu the cat follows at her own lazy pace, hopping onto the low wall to supervise. Anna squeals as soon as she sees them. She toddles toward Vang with both arms open. The dog lowers his head, sniffing her hands, then licks one chubby palm. Anna shrieks with laughter and wobbles back a step. "Slow down," Tu Tien warns, walking closer. "You love them, they love you, but you are still very breakable, you know." They settle into a kind of pattern. Anna feeds, Vang invisible treats, the dog pretends. Miu pretends not to care but swipes at a swinging leaf just to show she's paying attention. For a while it's nothing but soft noises, baby giggles, paws on dirt, the faraway hum of someone's motorcycle on the road. Around mid-afternoon, clouds start gathering over the fields. The light dulls, air thickens. "Storm later," Tu Tien notes, looking up. "We should get things inside." She scoops Anna up and heads back into the house, folding the laundry that's already dry, stacking corn husks into a neat pile for the chickens, rinsing dishes from lunch. Anna's energy dips a little. Normally she'd be pulling everything out of the folded stack as fast as her mother puts it away, but now she just leans her forehead on Tu Tien's shoulder, thumb in mouth, unusually quiet. "You tired again?" Tu Tien asks, touching her cheek. There's a faint warmth there, but not enough to ring alarm bells, just yet. Far away on the dusty edge of a construction site, Jack doesn't know any of this. He stands in a yellow hard hat, boots half covered in red soil, reviewing a concrete column with Luan. Workers move around them. Someone shouts measurements. A truck beeps while backing up. "Soil compaction here is good," Luan says, tapping a report. "We fixed the weak zone like you suggested." Jack nods, but his eyes drift for a second toward the fields in the distance. "You on another planet?" Luan jokes. "Just thinking," Jack says. "Yesterday I was on a boat with my kid yelling at seagulls. Today I'm yelling at rebar. Life is strange." Luan smiles. "How's she doing? The little Ha Long tourist?" "Running the house," Jack answers. "Probably feeding rocks to the chickens right now." He checks his watch. "I'll stay another hour, then head home before the rain hits." That rain arrives faster at the farm. The first drops tap against the corrugated roof as Tu Tien stands at the stove, reheating cassava, simmering a small pot of soup, slicing vegetables. Anna sits on the floor beside her, playing with a plastic container and wooden spoon, but her usual chaos has dulled. A small cough escapes her, dry and short. "You okay?" Tu Tien asks, glancing down. Anna coughs again, nothing dramatic, then returns to tapping her spoon, though a little slower than before. Maybe it's the weather, Tu Tien tells herself. Maybe she's just tired from the trip, from the garden. Maybe it's nothing. but a familiar knot forms under her ribs anyway. For someone who has sat in too many waiting rooms, maybe nothing never feels simple. By late afternoon, thunder rolls somewhere in the distance. The rain thickens. Anna leans against the table leg, cheeks pinker than usual. When Tu Tien bends down to scoop her up, her heart stutters. The heat on Anna's forehead is no longer a little warm. It's hot, too hot. Anna. She carries her into the bedroom and sits on the edge of the bed, her own breath suddenly shallow. The thermometer beeps its little 3-note rhythm. The number that appears makes her chest tighten. High, much too high. The cough too has deepened, no longer light and random, but sharp enough to make Anna's whole body jump.
Okay, it's all right, Tu Tien whispers, even though she's trying to convince herself as much as her daughter. She lays a cool, wet cloth on the small, burning forehead, checks her breathing, counts seconds between coughs. Memories crash in. White walls, strong lights, machines, the weight of waiting for doctors to speak. Not again, she whispers. Please, not again. Her hands tremble only once before instinct kicks in. She grabs her phone and hits Jack's number. He answers over the wind and engine noise. Hey, I was just about to... Jack, she cuts in, voice thin but steady. Come home, now. Anna's burning up. Her cough is bad. On the other side of the line, for one heartbeat, there is only construction noise. Then everything goes quiet. I'm on my way, he says. 10-15 minutes. Put a cool cloth on her head. Keep her upright. If she struggles to breathe, call an ambulance and go without me. The line drops. Jack doesn't even bother going back to the temporary office. Hard hat off, helmet on, he throws a quick word to Luan. Emergency, my kid's sick, and is already on his bike before anyone can answer. Rain slaps against his face as he speeds down the narrow road. In his mind, all the worst-case images he's worked so hard to keep buried start clawing their way up again. Don't go there, he tells himself. Just ride, just get home. At the house, the yard is slick with mud. Chickens huddle under the eaves. Vang whines at the sound of the bike before Jack even cuts the engine.
He bursts through the door to find exactly what he feared and hoped for at the same time. Fear, but not yet panic. Tu Tien sits on the bed, hair damp from sweat and rain, holding Anna upright against her chest. The baby's cheeks are flushed, eyes glassy. A bowl of water, a cloth, and the thermometer lie scattered beside them. She's so hot, Tu Tien says, voice shaking. The medicine didn't kick in yet. The cough just won't stop. Jack crosses the room in 3 strides, presses his lips to Anna's forehead, feels the heat like a slap. Hospital, he says. Now. He wraps a blanket around Anna, tucks her close. With one hand, he grabs his wallet and keys. With the other, he guides Tu Tien toward the door. The rain outside has softened to a drizzle, but the road gleams slick and dark. Jack settles Anna in front, cradled tightly between them, one arm around her, the other on the handlebar. Tu Tien sits behind, holding both of them like she's holding the world together. The ride to the clinic feels longer than the bus to Ha Long. Street lights smear in the wet air, engines roar past. Anna coughs against his chest. Each sound lands like a hammer inside him. At the small hospital in town, bright light hits their eyes. Nurses move quickly. Someone points them to pediatrics. A young doctor checks Anna's lungs, listens to her chest, feels her throat, studies the thermometer reading. Words like monitor, infection, nebulizer, stay for observation drift through the air. Jack and Tu Tien sit on the waiting bench just outside the exam room, fingers interlaced so tightly their knuckles pale. Through the half-open door, they can hear the soft hiss of medicine and the tiny, stubborn breaths of their daughter. The rain has stopped outside. Night presses against the hospital windows. The world shrinks to this corridor, this bench, this moment of not knowing. They glance at each other, fear sitting heavy in both their eyes, but under it, the same fierce promise. Whatever happens in that room, they face it together. And somewhere between the beeping monitors and the quiet coughs, one question hangs in the air, refusing to let go. Will baby Anna be okay? Or is this the beginning of another storm in their small family's fragile peace? After returning from their healing trip to Ha Long Bay, Jack goes back to the company, meetings and construction site visits, while Tu Tien stays home with baby Anna and slips into a gentle farmhouse routine. Anna toddles after her mother everywhere, out to the garden to pick corn and pull cassava, into the yard to scatter grain for the chickens, back to the kitchen to watch pots simmer and taste soft pieces of corn, then out again to play with the dog and cat. It all feels peaceful, like their life has finally found a new balance. But one rainy afternoon, Anna's cough suddenly worsens and her small body burns with a high fever. Terrified, Tu Tien calls Jack, who races home through the storm so they can rush Anna to the hospital, unsure what's happening to their daughter.